what dictates whether you should get into the Hall of Fame or not? We've had dirt sheet writers talking about my brother shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. People that hadn't done anything for this business talking about who should or who shouldn't get into the Hall of Fame. My thing is this: if you've done nothing and contributed zero to as far as taking one bump on the road, you don't know who should get in and who shouldn't get in the Hall of Fame. Torrie Wilson is definitely Hall of Fame worthy. She's paved the way for so many other lovelies just like herself that perhaps didn't think that they could actually do it because they didn't fit that mold. Torrie Wilson gave them that belief in themselves to say, hey, if Torrie Wilson can do it, I could do it too. So Torrie is definitely a Hall of Famer as far as I'm concerned. All the critics out there, all the pundits, like I said, who's never done anything, who's never taken one bump, who would never be awarded for anything that they've done in their lives, they need to step off. Torrie Wilson, you got my stamp of approval, sweetheart. You stepped up. Yeah, but that's the way I look at it.
I agree with you. You know, when you talk about Torrie Wilson, you talk about somebody who, well, here's the thing. As a young man watching the World Wrestling Federation / entertainment.
You couldn't wait to give it a vote.
She was first ballot. She was first ballot Hall of Famer a long time ago in my book. But I was just, hey, I couldn't wait for her segment on the show. Yeah. She kept my attention. Ratings went through the roof when Torrie Wilson was on, I'm telling you, and she probably sold a lot of tickets.
Oh, I'm sure she sold a lot of tickets.
Hell yeah.
And that's
part of it.
Well, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Torrie Wilson was a draw. Torrie Wilson, it's like this here. I'm like this here. When you see Torrie Wilson, walk through the hotel lobby, you know that's a star. You know that's a star. She ain't got to be nowhere near the wrestling business. If Torrie Wilson walk in a stadium, people going to be wondering, man, who is that? You know what I mean? So I challenge any of these suckers out there, like I say, who hadn't done anything, who would never, like I say, be honored for anything, who would never get an award, who would never reach a Hall of Fame status in any form of life, to do something with your life, you know what I mean, opposed to trying to down somebody else, trying to make somebody else feel bad. This is an award that, only so many has gotten, so many get a chance to, thank the fans for that ride. And for Torrie Wilson to have been in the game for as long as she have, like I say, gave what she did. I think Torrie Wilson, it's only right for her to have that moment on stage to do what so many of us didn't get a chance to do. And a lot of those guys were Hall of Fame worthy. A lot of those guys passed before their time. A lot of those guys didn't get a chance to step up on that stage and say, hey, fans, all of you guys that rooted for me, that cheered for me, that brought the signs, that bought the tickets, hey, man, I really appreciate you guys. I thank you for the ride. It's been awesome. That's what this thing is about. And the what's his name? The Dave Meltzers. I can't even remember the guy's name. That's how. He doesn't understand that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I hate even giving him a plug on my show, but that's what kind of dirtbag he is. I just had to throw that out there too. But and if I see him anywhere, better not be at Starbucks. I'm gonna be whooping his ass. Hey, but that's another story. Hey, man, Torrie Wilson and all the rest of them, man, that's gonna be getting in. We all deserve that honor. All of us. And for me as a tag team, who didn't even get a chance to work in WWE with my brother. My brother and I, we paved the way for so many other young African American wrestlers that watched us and say, man, if Booker T and Stevie Ray can do it, man, we could do it too. We talk about how it's not that many black wrestlers in this business. It's because they didn't get a chance to see a whole lot of them in there actually do it. That's why my brother and I, us getting that nod, of course, yeah, we deserve it because we paved the way, not just for so many young black wrestlers like Street Profit, but so many young white kids as well. We represented for everyone. And for us to get up there and thank those fans for bringing those Harlem Heat signs, to be able to thank those fans for, coming down there to center stage down there in Atlanta, Georgia, pumping us up, making us feel like we was the best thing that ever came to Atlanta. Peachtree. Man, of course, yeah, we all deserve it. So we're going to have that moment. Barclays. Sold out.
Yeah.
And it's going to be good. Me and Torrie Wilson and all the rest of us. It's going to be good.